let's break down what we learned after Week 4. Just 2 sleeps away from the kickoff to Week 5. Nate, what do you got?
All right, I want to show somebody some love, a friend of the show. Robbie Anderson. If you're not familiar with his story, Robbie Anderson, a receiver coming out of high school, went to Temple, and he played mostly special teams. And then he got homesick and left like some college kids do. But then he wanted to come back. He changed his mind. Matt Rule, who is now his coach with the Panthers, said, all right, you can come back. You're not going to be on scholarship. You're going to have to earn this every single moment. He does. He plays well. And then the following season, he was academically ineligible. Then he bounces back. And then he puts up numbers, leads the team, ends up going to the Senior Bowl. And then he goes undrafted because of some issues that people thought that he might have had. He plays with the Jets, and he has moments where he's shining bright, he's fast, he's strong, but then there's inconsistency. There's issues off the field, and I'm not bringing this up to call him out. I'm just bringing it up because we all have a past. And if we can either fall into our past or come out of it. And Robbie Anderson did just that. And I remember when he was with the Jets, so many people said things. He's not a true number one. He's not even the centerpiece of an offense. Who knows if he can really carry the load as a number one wide receiver? The Jets, they decide not to sign him. Where's he going to land? He sits around, and you know who calls him? Matt Rule, the new head coach for the Panthers. And all of a sudden, Robbie Anderson has an opportunity to prove himself, and that's exactly what he's doing. Remember when they said he's not a true number one? Well, he is. You remember when they said he can't be a centerpiece of the offense? Well, considering what's happening with Christian McCaffrey not being on the field, Robbie Anderson is just that. Robbie Anderson leads the Panthers with 28 catches, 377 yards. Let me be on pace guy for a second. He is on pace for not only his first 1,000-yard season, but just over 1,500 yards. I've always thought that you can make your new move your new groove. You can make your setback a setup for greatness. Make your next move your best move. What I've learned is that Robbie Anderson is doing just that. Shout out to Robbie.
My man.
It's awesome. Yeah, I love the Rule link to it. And Nate, I'm glad you brought that up because there's so many of these players that just need a champion, just need someone. Matt Rule's been a champion of Robbie Anderson, not once, not twice, but 3 times in his life. And that is such a cool relationship. I'm going to go down to Indianapolis because what I learned this week is that the Colts have an absolutely dominant defense. Take a look at the numbers and what the Colts are doing on defense this season. It is across the board the best defense in the league. And you might not know Matt Eberflus, who's the defensive coordinator and is going to be a head coach next year if they keep on playing this way. You might not know how much of a role that they're getting out of DeForest Buckner and some of these other big names. But you might know the name Bobby Okereke. Let's say some Bobby Okereke footage here because Bobby Okereke was all over the field on Sunday. He had 8 tackles. He forced a fumble. He had a tackle for a loss. Bobby Okereke hurt his thumb. He had surgery yesterday. We're hoping he's going to be back on the field. But either way, he is one of the defensive leaders on this team. And you're like, why do I know that name, Bobby Okereke? Why do I know that name, Bobby Okereke? Pat McAfee, NFL Draft. Take it away.
Hello, Nashville. I'm not going to say a single word about the Tennessee Titans record against the Indianapolis Colts because I was a punter, and there's no reason for me to talk about that. With that being said, we did not punt much against the Tennessee Titans, so you probably have no clue who I am to begin. With that being said, the Indianapolis Colts are the hottest team, not only in the AFC South, but the entire NFL. A young nucleus surrounding the Stanford nerd, Andrew Luck. 2 All-Pros were drafted last year, 10 this year. And with the 89th pick of the 2019 NFL Draft, the Indianapolis Colts, Jim Irsay and Chris Ballard select future Hall of Famer, linebacker from Stanford, Bobby Okereke.
Okereke, and he's playing great.
Okereke.
It's amazing. He nails the whole monologue and all the jokes, and then he's got to stick Okereke. You know, he couldn't have gotten Dwayne Haskins. Much easier to say. Pat, amazing performance. I learned something this week. I learned that the most reliable passer in the NFL is not Patrick Mahomes. It's not Aaron Rodgers. It's not Russell Wilson. It's nobody that you might expect. There are no doubt, not my opinion, guys, these are the facts. The most reliable passer in the NFL is Sam Cook of the Baltimore Ravens. Roll it. Sam Cook is 7 for 7 passing. This is an amazing thing. Now, they ran a fake punt, not just one of these gimmies on 4th and 2. Harbaugh will dial up Cook on 4th and 9. And he did what he does every single time in his career. Release, rotation, splash. Over and over throughout history, we have seen it. You can put him in a dome. Look at the smooth delivery. It's like a pitching web from 90 yards out. Sam Cook, splash right on the green. Over and over and over, smooth. Give me one against the Titans. They just took some heat from McAfee. Now I'll take it from Cook. And if you might wonder, well, let's put this in context, Sam Cook. Exactly how good is starting 7 for 7 passing in your career? Here we go. Here's the greats to start their career. Patrick Mahomes, 3 of 7. Tom Brady, 4 of 7. Dan Marino, 3 of 7. Joe Montana, 5 of 7. Sam Cook, 7 of 7. Also, if anybody wondering, I looked it up. LeBron started his career 5 of 7 from the field. Ain't nobody rolling out of 7 unless you're Cook with a K-O-C-H. He's not changing the spelling. Change your defense, fam. Sam Cook, 7 of 7. GOAT fake punt passer. That's what I learned this year.